Coming up on Mountain News this morning, we'll take a look at yesterday's storm damage around eastern Kentucky.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Olivia Calfee. We are coming up on 5 a.m. on Wednesday, April 3rd. Now let's check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
And a good Wednesday to you, Olivia. Very active yesterday morning. Another wave last night. The highest wind gusts coming out of West Virginia, 92 miles per hour with that action yesterday morning. In the meantime, the highest we ended up seeing last evening was Harlan, as Cameron and Jim were tracking those long-lived supercells that were coming out of northern portions of Tennessee. Active pattern continues as we head through the rest of the work week. The cold air pouring in as we head through today and into tonight. And yes, oh man, winter goes poof. You know what? Maybe spring, but I'm going to hold on to a little bit of winter. You're going to know what I'm talking about tomorrow morning for sure. There's the cold air coming in, and that's going to take out this milder air. And the pinpoint Doppler radar showing the steadiest of rainfall right now continues to kick out into the Virginia. Some lingering showers right now, but there's even more showers that will wrap around here as the upper level feature across the Great Lakes ends up dragging in that cold air, or pushing in that cold air if you do prefer, as we head through today. So for today, breaks of sunshine, but becoming breezy. Scattered rain showers on a forecast high, a lot colder than yesterday, 53. First Alert 7-day forecasts in a few moments. Olivia?
All right, Tim, thank you. Lawrence County officials say they were lucky to make it through yesterday's weather without any huge issues, reporting no injuries and little damage. Officials say the impacts of the weather were not over last night, and the heavy rainfall mixed with the fallen trees and branches have created more flooding concerns throughout the county. Flood-prone areas have seen higher water levels, and emergency management officials say the community should always remain vigilant and weather aware, keeping their eyes on the streets.
It's actually been fairly calm. We've had a few things, high wind, things that you would expect. We've had power lines down. The most important thing, we've had nobody hurt.
Officials say it is crucial to remain aware of your surroundings. Fallen trees can be an issue long after the storms have passed. People in Morgan County might be a little more nervous about severe weather after a deadly tornado in 2012 virtually destroyed West Liberty. Several people told us the storms yesterday reminded them of the weather on March 2nd, 2012. City and county officials say they are grateful the outcome was much different.
When you get the power, and what happened that day was the energy, and it's kind of similar today. Fortunately, we got cloud cover, but that day we had a lot of energy with the heat, and that just created those supercells that came in and hit us hard.
Gazay says that along with the 5 county shelters open to the public yesterday, many churches opened their doors as well. Students at the University of Kentucky experienced the intensity of yesterday's storm firsthand. Check out this video from someone who was on campus. You can see a person literally being blown over by the winds near Patterson Office Tower. UK eventually had to cancel in-person classes after 12:30 yesterday afternoon. Crews were working to tear down a building in downtown Mount Vernon that caught fire Tuesday afternoon. Officials say the building was abandoned. Several crews worked to put it out. Some other buildings had water damage. No injuries were reported. Officials are investigating the cause of the fire. And while many deal with storm damage cleanup, the Better Business Bureau is warning residents to be aware of scammers. First, businesses must be licensed, and door-to-door salespeople likely need solicitation permits. Second, try to get 3 to 4 quotes from different contractors. Third, do not pay for the job in advance, and do not pay an individual. Make sure you pay a company. Paying with a credit card can also add some additional protection if there's a problem. Finally, it's best to get a written contract that outlines all the details of the service you'll pay for, along with liability insurance. And thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Still to come, while most people in the Commonwealth get ready for the solar eclipse, one school out west wants to help the blind experience something new.